Taneli, please tell me about the lessons you have learned as a serial entrepreneur.
Oh yes, there have been many lessons over the years, and one of the biggest ones has been with leadership and how to basically manage a team of startup people. And the important thing there being not to have any negative control in your interaction with these other people. By this I mean that a startup entrepreneur or a CEO cannot do stuff like micromanaging, breathing over the guys' necks, double checking everything that they do, and exerting that kind of negative control into their team. It will simply not work, and the people will not want to work with you if you do that.
Any other lessons?
Let's see. There's so many with dealing with people, but if we get into some other areas, let's say that one important lesson has been I've gone through 10 rounds of VC financing, and it repeats itself all over again in these rounds, that always it makes sense to have good legal people, check over the papers that you're doing, and prepare carefully. It pays out in the end, definitely.
What makes a startup especially attractive for you?
Especially attractive startup for me is something that's dealing with a concept or an idea that has international potential. It's not local, it's not limited, it's not sort of one-hit wonder. It has great international potential, and it also has an international team and a team of diverse complementing background. Not only, for example, Finnish engineers or something like that.
How do you know what people will want to buy in a year or 2 years from now? What will be hot?
What will be hot in the future? What I try to go through, staying in touch of the interesting areas, is a couple of different things. One of them being the development of technology in a level that has the capacity to change societies, and the kind of technology that makes all of our lives every day a lot more easier. The kind of technology that goes through paradigm shifts and takes us into a whole new level. Then I try to look at what the big companies and big guys are doing, especially the consumer companies that are putting devices on people's hands, making systems for home computers and all of that. The kind of strategic choices that they make, they will set the future, the general direction of the future for a couple of years. So it's quite important to stay in touch what's going on with them. And the third area is the behavior of people, the psychological, sociological things that people are engaged in everyday lives. And they have a certain pattern of behavior, and they are not going to change that very easily. You've all probably heard of these friends that will only join Facebook under extreme social pressure when all of their friends are there already. And that's a situation where somebody changes their behavior based on social pressure, and people won't change those basic patterns of behavior that they have until there is dramatic social pressure. So think about that one when you design your own service or own company. It needs to survive the tough competition that's out there.